Hello, everyone. This is Erica Holston. I am a relationship and a communications coach. I help people to enhance their connections, to build their communication skills, and to create lasting change. So, today I would like to talk to you about number one, enhance your relationship connections. I mean, I have seen so many individuals and couples face obstacles in their relationships because they didn't feel connected. I mean, some prime examples of feeling disconnected is because life has gotten in the way, or you just don't know what to do about things anymore. Those are two primary examples why, not why, but those are two primary examples as to how people feel disconnected because of life and not knowing actually how to connect with each other. So I have helped, again, couples and individuals to understand their situation and for them to evaluate how they can actually rekindle their love. How can they actually bring things in? How can they actually unite and be on one accord, especially with married couples being on one accord, right? And so, what I found as a coach is surprisingly that people actually started to feel disconnected months, if not years beforehand. And with those months and with those years, there have been sadness that has been increased. There has been frustration that has been increased. And there has possibly been anger. And so, what I basically do is help couples again come together and to understand each other. And when they understand each other, they know how to move forward together. And by moving forward together, they are going to have the relationship or they are going to have the marriage that they want or that they need, right? And so, how many of us would actually agree that relationships take a lot of work? And as they take a lot of work, you basically have to do the work together. It's not a one-sided type thing. It's not like, this person just does all the work and this person just does nothing. No, when people are in a relationship together, they have to come together and make a decision together, a conscious decision together. And with that conscious decision together, they have to be determined that the relationship is going to work and it's going to take both people to come together and to work together. So, I wanted to let you know the 4 ways that people start to feel disconnected in their relationship and how that actually plays out. So, number one, people who are disconnected, they tend to constantly fight with one another, right? It's just like the littlest of things can just make someone just spark and just say, you know what? I don't understand why you left the dishes in the sink again, or I don't understand why your clothes are all over the place, or I don't understand why you didn't do this right. It's like one of those littlest of things that can trigger you off. Whereas when you felt connected, that you actually wouldn't have been worried about those things, or you might have actually done those things yourself because you felt connected. That your spouse or the person that you love is going through a hard time right now, and you just like kind of overlook that, right? And so, singles, I hope that you are taking notes on this because this can too help you when you get into a committed relationship or you want to become married and you actually get married. And so, again, one of the ways that I know a couple has felt disconnected is they are constantly fighting, or they are fighting because of the smallest of things, right? And one thing is for sure is that it's not the small thing that actually, started the fight. Things have actually kind of been building up. And as they have started to build up, things just like go everywhere. Emotions and feelings, they just go everywhere and they just are played out in so many ways of the relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to number two. Number two is that when there's a disconnection in a relationship, people tend to have less eye contact, right? So instead of them looking at each other all googly eyed and just so fond of each other, they actually are just like, so you could be talking to them or they could be talking to you, and it's just like, yep, mm-hmm, yep. Yeah, so I didn't mean to laugh, but that's just the character in me. So, people are just like, oh my goodness, like I'm not feeling that connection because that person isn't looking at me, or I can't even look at that person anymore. And so I just wanted to say, that is a sign, that is a signal that there is a disconnection in your relationship. All right, so number three is you don't talk like you used to, right? How many of us know that communication is key? And with communication, that just lets each other, that basically lets, couples know with communication that, you are important, or, you have the conversations to let each other know how it is that you're feeling. You let each other know, where you feel like you want to go and different things like that. And with that communication, you actually understand each other. And with that communication, you actually are united because, they know how you feel and you know how they feel. And so when each person knows how each other feels in the relationship, because the communication is so on point, you actually are able to come together as a couple and just move together again in unity. All right. So number four is you do things together, but you don't interact with each other, right? And so, this is where I find where couples are actually, just going to the grocery store, and it's just the motion of things. Yep, we need this. Yep, we need that. Yep, we need this. Yep, we need that. Or let's say you go out on a date on a Friday night, and it's just like, okay, we're going out on a date. And then you actually get to the restaurant. And as you get to the restaurant, both of you guys are on your phone. Like, and that's pretty much all the interaction that you get, right? It's just like there's no conversation. It's just not. You don't ask each other, so how is your day, or isn't this place nice, or you can share with each other one thing that you actually learn, for the week or something like that. But all I'm saying is that there is a disconnection with the couple if you actually aren't interacting with each other. And because you're not interacting with each other, there is a wedge in the relationship. And I found that no one wants to have a disconnection in the relationship, that couples actually want to work together. Couples actually want to build their relationship. And by building their relationship, you have to be connected, because if you want to have a lasting marriage, if you want to have a lasting relationship, you have to feel connected. And four key factors when it comes to a relationship for people to feel connected, and that is love, communication, trust, and telling the truth, right? And so with those four components, that those are the four principles that are going to help any relationship stay connected and reach new levels. And again, if you are single on here, I want you to be mindful of the things that I am sharing with you, because with this information, you will be able to move forward in your relationship. You will be able to understand things better, and hopefully it will help you in the long run. All right. And so I want to give you 3 ways how you can continue to feel connected in your relationship. I know I gave you a bonus. The bonus was the 4 principles of what make a relationship. But this is just going to be the icing on the cake, right? And so it's 3 ways how you can feel connected in your relationships. And the first one is keep the line of communication open. Let the person that you love and that you fell in love with, well, not fell in love with, but that you stay in love with, right? Let the person know that you stay in love with your husband, your wife, your fiance, the person that you're in a committed relationship. But let them know, what you're feeling. Let them know what's bothering you. And hopefully it's reciprocal where, your significant other is able to let you know what they're feeling or what is bothering them. Or more importantly, talk about what's important to you. Talk about, how you want to grow. Talk about the vision that you actually have with each other. Because once you are able to keep the line of communication open, you will be able to go far in your relationship. You will be able to move forward together. And with communication, that is going to help you move forward. And there are some things that I help my clients to understand themselves better, as well as to understand their relationship better. And if you would like to learn more about that, please go to my website at vinelifecoaching.com. All right. So number 2 is, when you are conversating, look at each other. Let the person know that, you actually see them. And hopefully that person also too lets you know that they see you. Everybody wants to feel accepted. Everybody wants to feel like they are seen. And one of the ways that you can do that is by looking at the person that you love, looking at the person that you said I do to, looking at the person that you are in a relationship with. And by doing that, that is going to create a bond that is going to help you create a bond with each other. And no one will be able to take that away from you. And I will say that relationships take work. And with that work, that when two people are committed, when two people are willing to work together and along with God, that there is nothing that can actually separate them. All right. So number 3 is, when you go out, be intentional by making the person feel special. So if it's your wife, your husband, your fiance, your boyfriend, your girlfriend in a long-term relationship, if you want them to feel special when you go out, go extra, do the above. So let's say, fellas, you go out and, you are, taking your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance out, and, you have everything planned, like where you're going to go and where you're going to eat at and all the things you're going to do. So maybe, right before you get home, you pick up some flowers and you surprise her and just say, oh, honey, I was just thinking about you. And I just wanted to let you know how special you are. And so you are creating an intention. You are creating an intention to make your loved one feel loved, right? And then for the ladies, maybe, you want to go out and buy your husband or your fiance. Maybe you want to go out and, buy his favorite candy bar. Or maybe you want to go out and, pick something special up that that he's going to love. Whatever the case may be, do that and be intentional. Be intentional about making each other feel special. And with being intentional, that is going to enhance your connection. And as you start to enhance your connection, you guys are just going to be happier. You guys are going to be able to understand one another. You guys are going to be able to have that thriving relationship that you always wanted. Now, these 3 keys, these aren't, the beginning and the end. No, because relationships take work. But what I'm saying is that if you are able to do these 3 things, and again, these 3 things are, number 1, keep the line of communication open. Number 2, when you are conversating, look at each other. And number 3, when you go out, do things intentionally to make each other feel special. All right. And so I just wanted to come on here and just to let you know that, my name is Erica Holston. I am a relationship and a communications coach. I help people to enhance their connections, to build their communication skills, and to create lasting change. And so if you want the Vine Life coaching experience where I will share with you some tools and we can go over some exercises, and I will provide the relationship or communication coaching in order for you to grow, in order for you to be encouraged, in order for you to know exactly where it is that you want to go. I would love to set up a consultation to work with you. And if you are interested, please go to vinelifecoaching.com and you will be able to see, the type of clients that I work with, as well as some of the things that I actually offer. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And again, this is called number 1, enhance your relationship connections. I hope that you got major value out of this and that you actually implement some of these things, because relationships take work. And again, please remember that it takes 2 for the relationship to work. And again, 4 components is trust, telling the truth, love, and communication. So if you want to work with me, please reach me at vinelifecoaching.com. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.